Good day, everyone. This is Gary Pulumbarit. I am a public servant, and today let's talk about the performance appraisal in the public sector. This presentation will cover the following: the legal basis for the establishment of performance management system in the government, the strategic performance management system concept, SPMS vis-a-vis management by objectives, and the administrative and developmental uses of performance appraisal. According to the Civil Service Commission, having a performance management system in place is an integral component of human resources management, especially in government service where there is a necessity to ensure that employees perform according to or beyond the expectations of the tax-paying public. Now, what are the bases in establishing the performance management and evaluation in the government? First, we have Executive Order number 292, which provides that there shall be established performance evaluation system to continually foster the improvement of individual employee efficiency and organizational effectiveness. There is also the Administrative number 241, which provides that agencies shall institute a performance evaluation system such as the performance management system. We also have Administrative Order number 25, which was issued with the end view of developing and establishing a results-based performance system. Also, Joint Resolution number 4 provides that a performance-based incentive scheme which integrates personnel and organizational performance shall be established. And the same joint resolution further provides that in developing the performance management system, the personnel performance shall be linked with the organizational performance. Now, what is SPMS? The CSC has required the adoption of the SPMS in all government agencies since 2012. The guidelines was established in the same year through the issuance of CSC Memorandum Circular number 6 series of 2012. Under the SPMS, every government employee has his or her own individual performance commitment and review form, which is a performance contract between the employee and management where targeted outputs for the specific rating period are clearly spelled out, including the performance standards which serve as basis for evaluating each output. The use of SPMS allows an objective assessment of government employees' performance. While it is true that the SPMS requires proof of actual performance as basis for the employee's performance rating, it is more than just documentation of accomplishments. It is a system that aims to align what the individual employee does with the goals and objectives of the organization, making sure that everyone contributes to its overall success. It ensures that performance goals and measurements are aligned to the national development plans, agency mandate, vision, mission, and the strategic priorities and organizational performance indicator framework. SPMS is also a mechanism that ensures that the employee achieves the objectives set by the organization, and the organization, on the other hand, achieves the objectives that it has itself in its strategic plan. The SPMS concept follows the four-stage PMS cycle. The first stage is the performance planning and commitment. This is done at the start of the performance period where heads of offices meet with the supervisors and staff and agree on the outputs that should be accomplished based on the goals and objectives of the organization. During this stage, success indicators, that is, performance measures and performance targets are determined. The basis of the targets of the offices in the OPCRF shall be the agency roadmap, agency strategic plan, and annual investment plan. The approved OPCRF, on the other hand, shall serve as the basis for individual performance targets and measures to be prepared in the IPCRF. The second stage is performance monitoring and coaching. Monitoring and evaluation mechanisms should be in place to ensure that timely and appropriate steps can be taken to keep a program on track and to ensure that its objectives or goals are met in the most effective manner. Managers and supervisors act as coaches and mentors in order to provide an enabling environment or intervention to improve team performance and manage and develop individual potentials. The third stage is performance review and evaluation. So this phase aims to assess both office and individual employees' performance level based on performance targets and measures as approved in the office and individual performance commitment contract. And lastly, the fourth stage is performance rewarding and development planning. Okay. Part of the individual employee's evaluation is the competency assessment vis-a-vis the competency requirement of the job. The results of assessment shall be discussed by heads of office and supervisors with the individual employee at the end of each waiting period. Appropriate developmental interventions shall be made available by the head of office and supervisors in coordination with the HRM office or the personnel office. The results of the performance evaluation or assessment shall serve as inputs to identification of developmental needs, developmental interventions that will form part of the HR plan, and the basis for rewards and incentives. SPMS vis-a-vis MBO. The SPMS uses the Peter Druckett's framework of management by objectives, also known as management by results. So this slide shows the similarity between the SPMS concept and the MBO. So both are based on participative goal setting, monitoring, measuring employee performance with the standards set by the organization, and rewarding. Now, there are specific administrative and developmental uses of performance appraisal in the public sector. Employee development is an important feature of the SPMS. Part of the employee's evaluation is the assessment of his or her competencies vis-a-vis the competency requirements of the job. So when a competency gap is found, this may be addressed through appropriate learning and development interventions which enable the employee to pursue career advancement. Thus, the SPMS can be used in competency gap analysis, development of competency framework, training needs analysis, and the preparation of annual training plan and developmental plan. In addition, the results of the performance evaluation may also serve as objective basis for promotion and the grant of rewards and benefits, making it more purposive than arbitrary. There are specific provisions in Ora that pertains to the use of performance appraisal. So, For promotion or transfer, the performance rating of the appointee shall be required. Also, in the grant of performance-based bonus, a satisfactory rating based on SPMS is required. Further, non-submission of IPCRF will mean disqualification of an employee from the PBB. And lastly, in recognition of meritorious performance based on SPMS, an employee may progress from step 1 to step 8. That ends my presentation, and these are the references that I use. Thank you for listening. Again, this is Gary Pulumbarit.